What's going on, everybody? Before I even begin to get into this video, I want to give a shout out to Brimstone, who came up with this idea, maybe based off of my idea, but maybe it was a coincidence that he came up with this idea at the same time I came up with this idea. Regardless, shout out to Brimstone for making this challenge to people to show what they have under the hood of their PC via DXDiag. Now, you've already seen the videos probably from Vexium and from Zephyrnix and from Broken Games HD. And pretty much what we're doing here is we're showing people what we have under the hood in our PC, because there is a certain kitchen gangster, a certain stay-at-home house husband who is a lying fraud claiming he has a $12,000 PC, and we all know he doesn't. Now, this particular kitchen gangster in question is always the first one to go out and show what kind of car he has, what kind of house he has, his animals, his iPads, his headphones, his game systems, his games, his controllers. He'll show off everything in the world that he has, except for that $12,000 PC. And we all know why. Because hashtag Colapes, what the hell is that, French anyway? I don't even know. This guy can't even spell. He's married to a teacher, and yet he has no kind of formal education whatsoever. But regardless, you all know he's a fraud, so let BLACKB0ND, let me show you how it's done. First off, like I said, you go to your start menu, DXDiag. It is not that hard, Zaire. Even a kitchen gangster like you can do it. Now, as you can see, I'm running Windows 7 Ultimate 64-bit. We have an Intel i5 2500K. It's showing 3.3 gigahertz. I don't know why it's not showing 4.5. 8 gigs of RAM, 2 gigs of VRAM, DirectX 11. Display 1 has a GTX 560 Ti. And as you can see, the approximate total memory is 4 gigs. Reason why it shows 4 gigs is because I have 2 of them in tandem, which is SLI, if nobody knows what that is. As you can see in my display 2, I also have another GTX 560 Ti because I have 2 in SLI. Direct draw acceleration enabled, direct 3D acceleration enabled, AGP texture acceleration enabled. You get the picture. For sound, I don't know what the hell that is. I'm not a big sound guy, or audio, or that, or this, that, or the other. But as you can see, my devices are a mouse, keyboard, the Eclipse multimedia keyboard. You know what? We can actually go to my device manager and we can see what I have. Oh man, I can't even type today. But as you can see, actually I don't want to go to that. I want to go to my control panel and go to my hardware, devices and printers. As you can see, we have the ASUS monitor, we have a mobile keyboard, the Eclipse keyboard, the HD Pro webcam 6920, which I bought recently. We got an HP W1858 monitor to my left. We have the MX 518 mouse, I believe, by Logitech, always a good choice. We got the microphone as an AT2020 USB. We have the Xbox 360 wireless receiver for Windows. We got it all right here. Easy for anybody to show. It does not take too long, and if anybody doubts me on my overclock, no, I don't want to do that. We just want to trust us, and we can activate Prime right now. Hopefully it won't mess up my recording. We can go with the CPU ID or the CPU Z, whatever you want to call that. And we can see, while my machine is running full throttle, that we are getting an overclock of 4.5 gigahertz. So, what have we learned here today? I back up what I'm going to say. I'm not a kitchen gangster, stay-at-home dad who lives in a zoo, who got thrown out of his house by his wife, who's hiding behind his boys John Doe and Abacoro, who is so butthurt over the truth he's blocking people on Twitter because he knows, I know, and everybody else knows that the hashtag Collapse movement cannot be stopped, will not be stopped, and we will have daily videos of exposure until I either get my money or I see this PC.